Hi, I'm Paul Dorley, and this is my mentor, Eric O'Hearn, and we're here to discuss lesson one that I've already taught. Um, Erica?
Okay, so Paul, you did the math lesson on number stories with fractions and started out with pre-teaching vocabulary. And how did you determine what that vocabulary would be?
Oh, I just used stuff that was actually going to be in the problems, like what we've been working with lately, and actually a little bit of review, okay?
Okay,
Because I did ask them about uh, decomposition, because I kind of figured we were, even in some of the problems, we were going to be decomposing and dividing a number, so I want to make sure they still remembered that.
okay, perfect, because that's been something they've kind of forgotten a few times this
Yeah,
unit, so it was
yeah.
great to go back and review that. And then you did a good job of, after teaching the lesson and while you were teaching the lesson, of always having formative assessments. So you had checking in with each student, making sure you called each student's name, you had them doing thumbs up, and you tried to make sure that you called on each child. So can you talk about how you always try to give some little bit of positive feedback to each kid when they give an answer?
Yeah, I always try to pick out the positive things, even if the answer isn't quite right. I'll say, hey, like you're almost there, just a little bit more. Can anybody give me just a little bit more? That type of thing, and I'm careful not to, not to get the kid's feelings hurt or anything like he's wrong, because
Right.
there's something. Most of the time, there's something right that you can pick from every answer. You know,
The students also, once they were finished working with the lesson itself, they got together and did a good job with group collaboration. How could you tell and how did you know what was going on during that time?
while they were engaged, and all I heard was I never heard any other discussion than the math problems, reading of the math problems. I did hear, "Can we get our snack?" They said that once, but other than that, other than that, they were always talking about math or asking me a question.
Okay, great. And so you also used the format of an exit ticket when they left. And can what exactly was that exit ticket strategy?
I just had them get their whiteboards out, and I had made up a word problem, kind of in the middle, not too hard, right in the middle, and it was an addition of mixed numerals. So and they all got it right. So I felt like they had really cleared a lot of things up in the lesson, and they all did well. I had no problem.
Okay, great. Um, so it seemed to be a really successful lesson. The students understood. They all showed through the exit ticket that they knew what they were supposed to learn and what the learning target was. Anything else you would do differently?
I I would concentrate on my the way I write on the whiteboard. Sometimes I find myself also going a little bit fast in when I'm speaking, so I want to slow it down a little bit. Nobody complained, but I'm thinking I didn't have any students that were all my students were like in the middle type or to higher. But I'm thinking if I had kids that maybe with a slower processing speed, I
Mm-hmm.
may need to slow it down. Um, and I've actually experienced that before, so that's a big thing.
And asking for thumbs up is a good way to also measure your how if you're speaking too quickly, because if they can't do a thumbs up or you don't give enough wait time for that, then
Uh huh.
you would probably know. So that's a good way to judge it. Great. So I'm looking forward to seeing your next lesson.
Okay. Thank you very much.